In today's news, Facebook and Instagram will allow cryptocurrency ads. Payment processor Square becomes a crypto company. Cardano will launch its decentralized exchange. Metaverse properties break sales records. Whales continue to buy Shiba Inu. Top 5 cryptos for less than $1 on the Metaverse. What is the market sentiment in Solana, Avalanche, and Luna? All this and more in today's video. Welcome to Dance Finance, a channel specialized in the world of cryptocurrencies and finance in general. Facebook and Instagram will allow cryptocurrency ads. Meta, the company behind Facebook and Instagram, has decided to extend their terms and conditions so companies related to the blockchain and cryptocurrencies can advertise in their platforms. Before this update, only a small group of companies related to cryptocurrencies could advertise on Facebook and Instagram. Under their new terms and conditions, now wallets, exchanges, mining and trading platforms, and loan services with cryptocurrencies can be advertised. Meta stated that this change is due to the fact that the cryptocurrency industry has matured enough and that its users are currently better informed. Metaverse properties break sales records according to the DappRadar website. Around $100 million in properties are sold each week from the Metaverse. The lands that are sold the most are those from Sandbox and Decentraland. Virtual worlds are having more and more success, and virtual properties are becoming one of the most sought after and expensive products. Countries such as Barbados will have an embassy in the Metaverse, and several companies are also buying plots of lands in these virtual worlds. The Square payment processor becomes a crypto company. After Jack Dorsey's resignation from Twitter, it seems that he will dedicate his time entirely to his other company, Square. He also made a bold move and changed the name from Square to Block to include other applications such as Cash App, the new and still under construction decentralized Bitcoin exchange, and also the Tidal platform. The name change also represents a vision more focused on cryptocurrencies, especially by including the decentralized exchange of Bitcoin. It seems that large companies are beginning to move towards the blockchain, be it through partnerships or the launch of new products and services. Top 5 cryptos under $1 from the Metaverse. Crypto analyst Joe Paris recommends these 5 Metaverse cryptos that still cost less than $1 but have great potential for growth. Number 1 is Avax, the most used blockchain used in the world of NFT games that currently processes 3/4 of all transactions related to these types of games on a daily basis. Number 2 is Start Atlas, a next-generation virtual metaverse classified as a massive multiplayer role-playing game. Number 3 is Seek Smart VR, the virtual reality metaverse that directly connects music artists, athletes, and other content creators with their fans. Recently, its developers signed an agreement with Universal Music and have the rights to broadcast live performances by famous artists such as Katy Perry, Sting, and many more. Number 4 is Agora, a decentralized blockchain designed for the metaverse environment, which is currently working on the development of MetaCity. Number 5 is Starlink, that intends to create the first truly decentralized metaverse where decisions are made by its community. To know where you can buy each token, all you have to do is go to the CoinMarketCap and enter the project of your interests. Here's the official website, and further down, you have all the exchanges where they sell this cryptocurrency or token. And also on the right side, you have a rating of how safe the exchange is. Cardano will launch its decentralized exchange. This week will be the launch of Sunday Swap. The decentralized exchange of the Cardano network has finally set a launch date for its testnet, which will be this Sunday, December the 5th. The purpose of this test is to discover some errors and inefficiencies before the actual launch on the main network. Whales continue to buy Shiba Inu. Recently, the whales have returned to making large purchases. As we can observe, the whales of more than $100,000 have been quite active on November the 30th and on the 1st of December. On the other hand, the whales of more than $1 million have made more purchases on the 29th and the 30th of November. Possibly the purchases were due to the news of the association between Shiba Inu and Newegg that may allow for Shiba to be in the Brazilian exchange. Although its price had a rise, later it went back down. The MVRV indicator continued to show the price of Shiba Inu as undervalued. Possibly, the only investors that are entering at this stage are the whales that are buying for the long term. What is the market sentiment for Solana, Avalanche, and Luna? Although there is no official greed indicator for these cryptocurrencies as there is for Bitcoin, we do have social metrics provided by the sentiment platform. The indicators that I am using is the social volume that tells us how much is being talked about a certain type of cryptocurrency in social networks. Let's start with Solana. As we can see, despite the price rise, social volume levels are quite normal and there is no feeling of euphoria. Now let's analyze Avalanche. Lately, we see that there has been more talking about Avalanche, although this seems very normal because of its recent rise in price. However, the general feeling is negative, which tells us that there is fear in the market at this time. Finally, let's see Luna, that despite having a large price increase, it's not in a moment of euphoria. The market sentiment went from positive to negative from November the 30th up to the 1st of December. It really surprises me that after the rise that Luna has had in its price, there is no euphoria sentiment in the market. This is a very good signal for investors in the mid and long term. And that is all for today. If you like the content, please consider subscribing and hitting the like button. See you in the next video.